Today, we'll be counting down the top 10 most lovable and endearingly timid cartoon characters. So let's go to the video. At number 10, we have the adorably anxious canine Courage the Cowardly Dog. Though his name may suggest otherwise, Courage is often overcome with fear in the face of danger. But when push comes to shove, he always manages to find the strength to overcome his fears and save the day. His timid nature and big heart make him a relatable and inspiring underdog that you can't help but cheer for. So, even though he may start off each episode shaking with fear, you know that Courage will rise to the occasion and defeat whatever spooky villain comes his way. At number 9, we have the infamously gluttonous Wimpy from Popeye the Sailor. With a seemingly insatiable appetite for hamburgers and an aversion to any sort of physical altercation, Wimpy is known for his hilarious and often outrageous schemes to avoid a fight with the formidable Bluto. Whether he's hiding under a table or negotiating a hamburger-based deal, Wimpy's antics are sure to bring a smile to your face. His creative problem-solving and resourcefulness in avoiding danger make him a character you can't help but admire. So, even though he may be a bit of a coward when it comes to facing off against Bluto, Wimpy's wacky ways are sure to keep you entertained and guessing what he'll do next to fill his belly and stay out of harm's way. Number 8 on our list brings us the mischievous and quick-witted mouse, Jerry, from the classic cartoon Tom and Jerry. With a knack for outsmarting both his feline foe Tom and his own fears, Jerry proves that sometimes a little bit of cleverness can go a long way. Whether he's constructing elaborate traps or engaging in mind games, Jerry always seems to be one step ahead of Tom. His playful and cunning nature makes him a lovable character that you can't help but root for, even when he's up to no good. So, while Tom may think he has the upper hand, it's usually Jerry who comes out on top, using his wit and quick thinking to outsmart his opponent and save the day. At number 7, we have the lovable and slightly jittery Luigi from the Super Mario Bros. Franchise. Unlike his fearless brother Mario, Luigi is often seen trembling with fright at the mere sight of a ghost or two. But who can blame him? Those spooky spirits can be pretty intimidating. Despite his initial fears, Luigi always manages to find the courage to face his fears and help his brother save the day. His endearing personality and tendency to be a bit of a scaredy cat make him a relatable and lovable character that you can't help but feel for. So, while Mario may be the hero of the franchise, Luigi's cowardly antics and eventual bravery make him a hero in his own right. After all, it takes a lot of courage to face your fears, especially when they come in the form of spooky ghosts. And at number 6, we have the absorbent yellow and porous SpongeBob SquarePants. Despite his cheerful and optimistic personality, SpongeBob has a tendency to be quite the scaredy pants when it comes to certain things, like jellyfish and the notorious hash-slinging Slasher. His over-the-top reactions to these fears are not only hilarious but also highly relatable, making us all chuckle and feel a little less alone in our own fears. But even with his fears, SpongeBob always manages to find a way to overcome them and continue to be the cheerful and lovable character we all know and love. So, while he may be a bit of a coward at times, his heart is always in the right place and his fear is always met with a healthy dose of humor. Who knew a sponge could be such a relatable character? Coming in at number 5 is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. This mystery-solving hippie is best known for his voracious appetite and his tendency to be scared of just about everything. However, his love for food seems to outweigh his fear, as he is often seen bribing his own bravery with an endless supply of Scooby snacks. Despite his cowardly nature, Shaggy's quick wit and loyalty to his friends always shine through, making him a fan-favorite character. Whether he's running away from a spooky ghost or chowing down on a massive sandwich, Shaggy's antics always bring a smile to our faces. His unique blend of humor and heart makes him a lovable character that we can't help but root for, even when he's cowering in fear. So, while he may not be the bravest member of the Mystery Inc. gang, Shaggy's hilarious and relatable personality make him a character that we all know and love. Number 4 brings us to the dysfunctional town of Quahog and the even more dysfunctional Peter Griffin from Family Guy. This hapless father is known for his wacky antics, his lack of common sense, and his tendency to be scared of just about anything and everything. Whether it's a giant chicken or a simple household appliance, Peter is always finding new and hilarious ways to embarrass himself and get into trouble. But despite his foolishness, Peter's heart is always in the right place, and his love for his family is always evident. His relatable and often satirical humor makes him a beloved character, even when he's messing things up in the most ridiculous ways. So, while he may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, Peter's antics always keep us laughing and shaking our heads in disbelief. Coming in at number 3 is Foghorn Leghorn from Looney Tunes, this bombastic and blustery rooster known for his witty one-liners and his penchant for talking a big game. But when it comes to actually backing up his boasts, Foghorn is all talk and no action. He may look like a tough guy, but his hilarious attempts to avoid any sort of confrontation always leave us laughing. Whether he's outwitting his enemies with his quick wit or running away from a confrontation, Foghorn's larger-than-life personality and outrageous antics make him a character that we can't help but love. So, even though he may not be the bravest rooster on the farm, Foghorn's hilarious antics and memorable catchphrases make him a true Looney Tunes legend. Taking the number 2 spot is Snarf from Thundercats. This pint-sized creature may have magical powers, but when danger strikes, he's not afraid to hide behind his friends for protection. And who can blame him? Those villains can be pretty intimidating. Despite his occasional fearfulness, Snarf's loyalty and friendship to the Thundercats make him a valuable member of the team. His humorous antics and sometimes clumsy behavior add a lighthearted element to the show, making him a fan-favorite character. So, even though he may not always be the bravest creature on Third Earth, Snarf's unique personality and abilities make him an essential part of the Thundercats family. And the number 1 spot goes to none other than the iconic Scooby-Doo. This cowardly Great Dane may be scared of just about everything, but his love for solving mysteries and his loyalty to his friends always win out in the end. His signature catchphrases, "Ruh-roh" and "Zoinks," have become synonymous with Scooby-Doo and have cemented his place as one of the most beloved cartoon characters of all time. Despite his fearful nature, Scooby's unwavering determination and bravery in the face of danger make him a true hero. So, while he may not be the bravest pup on the block, Scooby's heart, humor, and adventurous spirit make him a character that will always hold a special place in our hearts. And that wraps up our top 10 list of cartoon characters who may not be the bravest, but have certainly won our hearts with their hilarious antics. Did I leave any of your favorite cowardly cartoon characters off the list? Let me know in the comments, and share your thoughts on which character should be crowned the most lovable scaredy cat of all time.